Hi there, I'm Missy Information. On August 1st, I was challenged by Alice Lee of the Bat Month podcast to watch the film Twilight, 4 minutes every day during the entirety of the month. I decided to do it, because who am I to say no to someone on the internet? And thus began Twaugust.
3, 2, 1, boop. It is Twaugust. It is day 30, episode 30. You are at an hour and 56 minutes in the middle of the credits, and I am finishing the project out all the way to 2 hours, despite the fact that the only thing that's happening on screen are names rolling up. And I figured I could use this episode as a nice way to give my credits to the people who helped make this happen. First off would be Alice Lee, who thankfully created the Bat Month project and roped me in to doing this when she asked me, of course, as mentioned in the theme every single night. But it's just been fun to have the knowledge that at least been an audience of one out there. And there's more than that. But Alice just listening along and preparing a lot of homework, including reading the book itself for tomorrow's Q&A that I'm going to have with her. Just makes this a much more fun experience, knowing that at least someone was going to be listening to my my ramblings and my inane banter throughout this all. So it was very fun. Another thank you to Forrest and Emily with Radio Multiverse. They came in the day before and saved my bouteille and provided just some much needed reinvigoration between or in the middle of the month, just to kind of give me a boost there. And also, I've enjoyed doing trivia with them on Friday nights. It's very nice to have a regular trivia again. Boom, boom. And to Nikki Love, thank you very much for coming over and for listening to my rambling, despite me keeping you very close to your bedtime, if not over it. And to my husband, Tomato, the person closest in my life to a Edward figure in terms of saving me from my naive self, my moody sexuality in terms, or excuse me, sexuality instead of vampirism, which I'm not saying that you can catch homosexuality. I certainly did, being a conservative Christian, I had to have gotten it from somewhere. I just wasn't, raised in it by nature. So I'm one of the few cases where that did happen, and it was very fortunate to have caught the gay. I think it gave me an interesting perspective on this. Oh, wait a minute, the best boy and the dolly grip were both the same person. That was just an interesting credit right there. I have a very special episode that it's going to be coming out after this. This is simply to finish up the Twaugust project the way that it should be done, with the final parts of the episode going all the way to 2 hours. But the way that I want to end my portion of it before I get into the narrative of it with Alice tomorrow is to really, truly, genuinely give myself the space to think, why Bobby Pats? I'm going to do that in a very special way. In a meditative role-playing session in which I will take myself on a journey as a Bella-like figure and see what happens if I place myself into the events of this film and see how I would react if I had my own Edward. We're at 2 hours. There's more credits, but that's it for these daily apps. 2 more episodes of Twaugust coming out. And who knows after that?